Hi guys, Felix here from FelixFashionReviews.com. Got a fair bit of interest in doing the How to Start a Fashion Business Really Cheap video series, so I'm going to be doing that and I'm halfway through writing it right now. And if you still want to enter the Hans Philipp contest to win one of the pocket squares, links below. So today we're going to be talking about my Just Cavalli blazers. So this isn't mainline Roberto Cavalli, this is the diffusion line. So think Dolce & Gabbana versus D&G when it was two separate labels. This is the lower end one. So classic Cavalli, fully leopard print, just like the sweaters I did a couple episodes ago now. It's a very Cavalli thing for them to do. And I'm going to get into the details here. You can see right now, just holding it up closely, the pattern, and you can see the little bit of contrasting satin collar. So right off the bat, fantastic pattern. From far away, it doesn't look black, it doesn't really look gray, it's sort of an in-between, you're not really sure. When you do get closer up and take a look at it, you can see that there's a bit of a, I don't want to say a corduroy because it's not corduroy, but there's a bit of a texture to it, and you'll see that when I zoom in. And it does make for a bit of a heavier fabric. You can see me playing with the cuffs right now. These are not surgeon's cuffs, this isn't a higher end thing, so you wouldn't expect that. You can see now that I'm zoomed in, there's sort of a crisscross, if you want to call it. I'm not sure the exact term on it, but you can see that when you really zoom in, it's a really faint leopard print. It's not a strong print on it. So that's why I'm saying you don't really know if it's black, you don't really know if it's gray. You really have to get up close and take a look at it, because the closer you get, the more it kind of diffuses out and you don't really notice it. The collar as well as the piping is all sort of a satiny kind of material, so it's the same on all bits and pieces of it. The collar does have a felt undercollar. There's no interesting undercollar like you would find on an Etro or anything like that. There is a breast pocket, however, you're not going to be putting anything in there because you don't want to clutter up the jacket with a pocket square. It's a little too much. One thing I do dislike is that there's only one internal pocket. I generally like to have my phone in one and then my cards in another. It has to be in the same pocket on this, which I don't like. However, I do like the lining a lot. It's even more animal print, and there's a bit of a contrasting, I don't know if this is called a basting stitch, I don't remember anymore, but that contrasting white is kind of interesting. I like how they did a little something to it. These shoulders are pretty built up. If you're used to Balmain, it's sort of the same padding level. Not quite the same as an Etro, but it's still pretty padded. You can see me playing with it here. It does create a bit of a shoulder bulk, shoulder head, I forget what that part is called. It is overall a really cool jacket. Single vent, which isn't my favorite if you watch these shows regularly, but I mean it's very common for them to do. You see a lot less double vent nowadays, which I strongly prefer. But the pattern overall is just great. It's a fun going out jacket. Really like this jacket. It's interesting to wear. It's just a lot of fun in general, and it's a really good thing just if you're going to a club or out to dinner or something like that at night. Anyways, thanks for watching guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week.